Game 3. Game 2 was 25 points. Not because I got to play more because we was down. We keep losing. I get this shit, but I'm trying to get some W's. I wouldn't know if I played as much playing time as I did last game.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. With our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Last outing for the Clippers, it was a loss to Utah in Salt Lake City.
And you don't need to dig too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost the game. I mean, their shooting percentage was abysmal.
You know, sometimes we talk about the defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, but it seemed that night they got in their own.
You're up. Let's go. Time to do my thing.
The Clippers also making some changes. Glenn Davis is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Crawford comes in for Matt Barnes. And it's Rivers in for J.J. Redick.
Well, this last season was the Clippers' 30th in Los Angeles. And for a team that's long played in the Lakers' shadow, second season in a row, the Clippers were the best team in L.A.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, they're with Griffin. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Crawford at the 3 slot. The captain's checked in for Anthony Davis. And a switch here also for the Clippers.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
And maybe that'll give this team a little bit of their edge back.
Oh, yeah, dude. Simple shit.
And for the Clippers, in their 30 years in L.A., folks, only 6 times have they finished the regular season with a better winning percentage than the Lakers. Man, it's been domination by the Lakers out there in L.A. land. So Clipper fans are hoping that this is a sign of things to come going forward for their team, the Clippers.
Evans attacking, and the shot is good. Evans has got 6 points. Los Angeles leading by 7. Davis with a screen on Evans. Here's Rivers. An easy layup after coming off the pin. And guys, for the Clippers, acquiring coach Doc Rivers from the Celtics in exchange for a draft pick. In Boston, he'd been the second longest tenured coach in the league after Greg Popovich.
You know, but rather than rebuild, I think he wanted to go for another ring in L.A. He's got a lot of authority, final say on personnel decisions. So Doc has really put his stamp on this team. Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
Both free throws good for Morales.
This New Orleans team is now in their second season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership. And
Davis, thank you.
Creating a new identity.
When you talk about the Pelican mascot, Steve, wingspan, a term that definitely applies to this team and the young Anthony Davis.
Yeah, it's a great name. You know, Davis was last year's leading shot blocker to go with 20 points and 10 boards a game. I mean, this guy is a potential superstar and obviously the key for this club moving forward. Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
Crawford, no one around him. Off target from outside. Pelicans trailed by 8. Here's Morales. The shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, last time out against this club, it was a loss that I'm sure is still fresh in their minds. Such a close game, and they were in major foul trouble by the end. They have to feel like it was one that really got away from them.
And it's Paul missing. New Orleans gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And now look at Drew Holiday. Some stats for him. Lately, he's been untouchable. He's been in the zone. You see how his performances match up. He's around 18 points per game, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds. And with numbers like that, he's setting a pace for himself that's going to be very hard to maintain, if only because he's rarely had stretches like this in the past.
But, Steve, I really think this is the player that he can be all the time, quite honestly. I mean, I don't see this as a fluke. He's got that kind of ability.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Paul kicks to Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist. That's now 8 points for Blake Griffin. And Steve brought up what most people remember, Clark, about that game, the sight of some key players watching from the bench as they lost a very tight one.
And, Kevin, you know what? They don't have anybody to blame but themselves. They were reckless and out of control, and everything that happened to them and went against them was self-inflicted.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Paul passes to Crawford. The dish to Rivers. Griffin sets the screen for Rivers. Lays it up and banks it in. Rivers has got his second basket. 6 seconds left to play here in the first. Holiday inside the line, and that's not going to go. Substitution here for New Orleans. Omer Asher, he's checked in for Withy. Anderson comes in for Davis. The captain's checked in for Luke Babbitt. And Tyreek Evans subbed in for John Salmons. The Clippers also making some changes. Davis is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Crawford comes in for Matt Barnes. And Paul subbed in for Austin Rivers. Taking a look at Los Angeles. CP3 at point with Redick there at the backcourt. Crawford out there with Griffin. And it's Davis at center.
An interesting statement came from the mouth of CP3 last year when he mentioned that he feels that Allen Iverson was the most influential player ever. Interesting. Most probably would have said Jordan.
Redick dishes to Crawford. Just 5 to shoot. It's blocked. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Yes, Kevin.
Offense to defense. Defense to offense. Come on.
He's ready for that ultimate prize. As Paul said, that's the only thing that matters now. At this point in my career, I'm only focused on building for the postseason. Because that's where you make your name, and that's where you make your imprint on history. He's looking to add to that wonderful legacy, guys.
He certainly is. Thanks, Doris.
Well, you can see that desire on the court. He's so focused.
And there's the pass to Morales.
He focused.
107 left in the first half of the game. And with this quick break in play, let's take a look now and select from a group of point guards that have been killing it from three-point range over the last 10 games. Second, Drew Holiday.
Well, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and shoot the three. A great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Yeah, I'd love to see a three-point shooting contest just amongst the point guards so we could watch these guys do work. I mean, I don't know which one of them I'd choose, but they're all pretty good.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for the Clippers. Pass to Redick. Back to Paul. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And he gets it to go. 10 points for Blake Griffin.
He's such a...
Stop, Ava. You keep kicking the shit and you're pissing me off. Stop.
Well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Passes it to Morales. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. And the wide open shot from Evans misses the three.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Redick with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Utah Jazz. The drive by Paul. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Paul's got 13 points.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Back to Evans. Here's the captain, covered by Reddick. The pass to Morales. Back to Evans. Fires top of the key. And no good trying to get that one. And that...
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Blake Griffin. And